Thunderbolt. That.
Alright, well, here's the problem. You get the table pressed over there. You gotta pull it out. In use mode.
Pull out, pull out.
Yeah, just pull the table out so I can get in over there.
Pull out the one. Oh, sorry.
Kabigaon sa judan, di na ko siya muhawa. Ganahan pilit.
Mangmuta sa tayo. Mangmuta sa tayo. Atay ka na.
Kano ba sa timi ko?
Or she, I'm my ref, man. Come on, dude. Put in the ref. Okay.
Hoy, hatag na to iyang ka ng pandit today para mahilaw na siya.
Okay.
Give the bread to him be after he stop crying eh kapuyan. Here now. Butang na din be kaon na.
Ito, I'm going to eat. Baby, you're going to talk. I'm
Trying to make an award-winning travel show.
Ato.
Here, folks, I bet you wonder what's in the sack. What's left in the sack is some cheap bread from the market. Hey, folks, welcome to this video.
Mukbang video.
And basically, we were discussing, trying to figure out how much rice do we use in 1 month on a daily basis, however you want to look at it. And I always ask these ladies, right? How much rice do we use?
We don't know.
Nobody seems to know. For 7 years. I mean, you can estimate it because what are the problems? You got various family members show up, you're going to use more rice. It's pretty simple. Hey, man. Oh, thank you very much. I'll eat that, dude.
That's not nice, boys.
Oh, he was trying to put it back in the sack.
Oh.
You're
just eating ano.
So it's very difficult for us to estimate how much rice we use. I think it's right around 1 kilo a day. The ladies say it's less than 1 kilo a day. You ask them they'll show you how many cups. All they know is how many scoops they use per day. I said, all right, well let's just figure it out so we can try to budget how much rice. Now, not that it's a big ticket item, folks. Now look, let's just go over some prices here. Like, how much is rice? You got rice in the market, what, baby? 49.
They have 50, 57.
Less than $1 a kilo.
Bi, ang tubig mo doon, mo?
Anywhere from, say, 49 pesos up to 80 pesos. So anywhere from $1 to $1.50, somewhere in there.
No.
A little bit less than $1 per kilo. Now, for everybody in the West, a kilo is 2.2 pounds. So let's just round it off. It's $1 for 2 pounds, 50 cents a pound for the cheaper rice. And so, me being from the West, when you ask me what kind of rice I want, my answer is garlic rice, pork fried rice.
Huh? They're there?
I'm not concerned with jasmine rice, dinerado, because we don't eat that much rice, right? We eat rice whenever we're at a Mexican restaurant, Chinese restaurant.
Oh, garlic
But
rice.
here, in this culture, ladies, I'm trying to be serious here about some numbers here.
How much is the kilo of the garlic rice?
Rice is on every plate. It is the meal. And everything else just flavors the rice. For example, in Thailand, if you ask somebody, have you ate yet? King Kao, which basically means, have you ate rice?
Ka.
So I asked the ladies today, I said, okay, let's budget a kilo
Bago sa Bisaya, ate.
of rice
Kaon ka.
per day. Ladies, they took some happy pills or something right before the show. I don't know what. Like they've been drinking, but they don't drink.
Maya, give a pound.
So if we budget a kilo a day, which is 30 kilos a month, then we can sort of figure out, okay, how much we spend on rice, all right? just out of curiosity. It's just curiosity, right? But then I asked the ladies, I said, okay, if you have two options, you know, if you're on a budget, a strict budget, in other words, your ass is broke, like a lot of folks around here, not casting stones, we're not rich. But I just asked the ladies, I said, would you rather have less high quality rice, or would you rather have more of the lower quality rice? And that was sort of the topic that we got to debating, is which they would rather have. Would you rather go buy the cheap ass rice and have a big sack, or buy the more expensive rice and have less rice? And so
More rice.
well, come over here and tell the camera, not the you're talking to the refrigerator.
Mukbang eh.
Let's go for this. Dali. Let's go.
More rice in the market. My gosh.
You'd rather have what?
More rice.
You'd rather go with the cheaper rice
Then more rice.
where you could have more.
Yeah.
But don't you love eating the jasmine rice?
Just the same. When you eat, then you always you just
Then eat again. Then
again, eat again.
Ladies, it's a family-friendly show.
So
Basically,
that's why I explained to you.
rice is life. It ain't delicious, but it'll make poop, right?
As long as they can eat, they have something to.
they're the same. They are
They
the
just
same.
think, but I
Rice.
don't buy an NFA. I don't like NFA.
Yeah, I like it.
Speak up, ladies.
I said, don't buy an NFA. I don't like NFA.
Why don't you like NFA rice? Now, folks, that's the National Food Authority. It's like the cheapest of the cheapest rice. Tell us why you don't like
Because
NFA rice.
when they cook, when you cook, right? When you cook, then they already finished cook. Like they're part together. Like they're like they're not.
It's like mush. It's like oatmeal.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, not oatmeal. Oatmeal. They're sticky together. The NFA, like they're part together. Like they're not together. They're not stick together.
Okay.
Like they're part.
Ate, we're going to die.
We're going to die every night.
Okay, so you like NFA rice? Yeah?
Ate.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Before you met me, did you eat NFA rice in the
No
village?
choice. That's annoying. When you line that, you have many like that before.
So you grew up eating NFA
Not
rice?
grow up like if they have a typhoon, if the government give that.
Free rice.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we have rice anywhere from just say 50 pesos to 80 pesos, somewhere in there. So we're going to, and usually we just get the rice from Prince. It's not the most efficient or the cheapest route, but I get it in the 5 kilo bags. And the reason I do that, number one, it's easy to just grab a 5 kilo sack and go to the village or go to the beach, wherever we're going, right? Just grab a small sack and go. Or if we end up giving rice away to her family, here's a 5 kilo sack. It's easy to do that. And the reason I started buying like 5 kilo sacks of rice is because when we lived in the beach condo, I've talked about this many times before, we just bought a big 50 kilo sack of rice. And what happened, the neighbors just came by all the time, and relatives and neighbors with a little cup. You know, I think, can you just give me a cup of rice? And so this big huge bag is going down, down, down. Ladies, I'm trying to make a travel show.
Yeah,
You
we're
guys
listening, eh?
No, you're making all kind of noise, messing up my audio, scratching the table. I don't know what's going on.
We're talking about who's the one.
So people are dipping into my big sack of rice, and it just kept going so quick. I said, stop that. I'll buy small bags of rice, or 1 kilo at a time, where she won't give the damn rice away so freely.
Because my heart before is soft.
She had a soft heart before. She couldn't say no. What about now?
A little bit.
But they are hard. It's easy to cut.
Now you can tell them, get the hell out of here.
Except
Not
my
exactly.
family.
Except for family.
Yeah.
So, you know,
My family is my family.
yeah, so the family comes over here. Obviously, they're going to eat. She's going to send grandma home with rice. So that's one of the reasons I stopped buying the big old sacks of rice. Because either A, they got to give them a whole sack and I can count the sacks and I know what happened to it. It's easier accountability. It's sort of like when they make, what's it called, the puso for the parties. Here's your rice, here's your rice. Instead of somebody coming over there and getting a big old plate full of rice. Hey, it is what it is. You got a budget, right? So I said, okay, ladies, let's go to the market and explain to them how you said you're going to pick out the rice. You said you're going to do like this, do
They
like...
have every sack, they have every brand. This is Jasmine, this is Nyado, blah 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 blah. Then you do like this. This is blah 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 blah. Then you look to the price.
It's cheap.
Oh Lord, this is good, but it's so this this is good rice, but it's
Too
so
expensive.
expensive. You go in here. This is little bit low. This is still good, but my money it's not enough. You need to.
So there's an art to it.
It depends to your money.
Okay, so I guess that's what... Okay, it's not interesting just to say, okay, the sacks are open and here's the price, right? What I was trying to ask them is, how do you pick the rice? Are you just
And for
basing
me-
it on your budget and what the quality is, and you're trying
For
to
me,
get the best
3.
deal?
They have 3.
3? Okay.
If I'm going to the market, then I want to buy a rice. It for me, it's they have 3. Swak in your budget. It's not deal. It's not. It's good. It's not bad. And the price.
Okay, so it's a combination of budget and taste.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of money, then you're probably going higher quality. If you got
Yeah.
low money, you're going for the cheap shit, but not the NFA stuff.
Yeah, not NFA.
So it's pretty much like buying beer. Back when I was a broke redneck, it's the only algebra I ever used. You go into the store, you got $10. Okay, can I get 15 beers at this price versus 12 beers for this price? Which one's the better deal? I really like this, but it's all about how much money I got.
Yeah.
Sometimes, well, no, as a redneck, you always go with the best deal where I get the most beers, right? So I started to do, and I'm sure many people have done it, taste tests with these ladies. They can sit there in the sack and they know what quality it is and they know what price it is. But if I went and bought 3 different sacks of rice and cooked it and put it in front of you, do you think you could tell which one is the expensive rice and which one is the cheaper?
For me, I cannot.
Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference from the expensive rice or the cheap rice if I give you a taste test?
The difference is they're not the same price. That's the difference.
Maybe ready to listen in English? Okay. Can you determine the difference by the taste?
Kung lutoon na daw ko niya, imo ba masulti kung asay expensive, asay dili. Wala na sa saka, na nasa rice cooker. Sometimes I can do, or sometimes I cannot. Sometimes I look for the smooth, then you can taste different, something like that.
This is what I think. Okay. I think that you can tell the difference if you've got some jasmine rice from Thailand because it's very high quality. You can set that aside. So if you get
Jasmine's ano?
you get the jasmine, everybody can tell the jasmine because it's delicious.
Jasmine is like a sticky rice.
But if you
Smells
take
good.
any of the rice in the middle, any of the rice that's 49 pesos, and I just looked at Lazada because I'm not in the market looking at prices, but on Lazada, like jasmine rice was 77, Dinerado is 70, and then they're talking about the cheaper rice is 50. So I think if you go with the jasmine, pretty much anybody can say, oh, that's just delicious. That's the jasmine rice. But if you take it down, I would even say the Dinerado to the cheapest, not the NFA. But if you take the
I know
Dinerado,
what is NFA, oh Lord.
if you take the Dinerado down to the 50 pesos, I don't think these ladies can tell the difference. So it doesn't make sense to spend 70 when you can spend 50 because they don't know the difference. You either go with pretty much the cheapest or you go with the jasmine. That's my opinion. Because they can't tell the difference anywhere.
If I go in the
between.
market, it depends on your money. How much swak in your budget?
It's all about how much money you're armed with. Okay.
Ako kung
Hey,
kung pila gipadas ako
Tank
mo
mo
yung if my mama give me 58, then I buy rice cost of 58.
Ay, kung hindi kang palit ng pan.
Wa mo may gisugos ako.
Ako di ko. If they told me buy this, I go to the cheapest, then I buy a bread or
Yeah, what if the cheapest one is 58 pesos? Oh.
Kunya then they give me they told me that buy a 60. I go to the 40.
That's called laundering money. That's how you launder money. It's like when I give you 1,000 pesos to go to the market and get some food, you're gonna give 500 to your family and bring back 500. It's laundering money.
Ano yun? What is ba?
But I like corn rice.
The corn rice.
Yeah. Corn rice.
How much is the corn rice?
Barato.
It's barato.
It's barato. Okay, well how much is barato? How
Pila
many
sa
kilo?
order niya?
40 plus. I think the corn rice is the expensive than the
In other words, I know, we don't know. Okay, but she likes the corn rice. So ladies, so this trip, this month, do we want to, what have we been buying? Dinerado? Mostly Dinerado, some jasmine?
No eh.
Well, I just buy the gold sacks over there.
Yeah, the
friends.
gold. The gold one.
Well, that's what you
Sa
ladies,
today, sa tingnan na today.
that's what you said was delicious.
Yeah, that's fine. Sos, di ka.
Okay. It'll sustain life. All right.
as
So
long as we can eat.
this next month, we go to the market. Do you want to do a test, and we'll get the 50 pesos rice for the next month and see if anybody complains? You want to buy the cheap stuff?
Yeah.
You guys are game for it?
Yeah.
Don't tell Grandma what we bought, because she's used to Dinerado, right?
Then you need to put in the snack.
Huh?
Snack.
Baby, snacks have nothing to do with the purpose of this video, talking about rice. Okay. The purpose of the video is to say, hey, do you really need to buy the more expensive rice? Can people really even tell the difference? I mean, it's sort of like going to the pumps, right? You buy super unleaded. Used to have the mid grade, the regular unleaded, whatever. I haven't had a car in 15 years. You see what I mean? Is it really worth buying super unleaded when you can save money and just put the cheap stuff? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do just an experiment, buying the cheapest rice, not the NFA, but the cheapest rice they got over there.
I think they don't have NFA now this time.
Okay.
When Yolanda, they have many.
And just get a big sack of it. We'll get a big sack and see if anybody complains. I bet they don't say nothing. Nobody gonna say anything. But think about that. Have you ever went as an American? Well, most of my viewers are from the States. Not everybody, but the lion's share. Have I ever, as an American, went to a Chinese restaurant and said, "Hey, I want the pork fried rice," and then had a conversation with the cook and said, "Hey, is that jasmine or dinerado or is that the cheap stuff? What kind of rice you putting in there?" Never. I want the pork fried rice. That's it. Rice is rice. To most folks in the West, not everybody, but I will agree. You know, the Thai jasmine rice, okay, it is much better.
Yeah, sometimes in here they have a big deal. Dino sa rice, Dino. Na big deal sila sa rice. They like.
I have no idea what you just said. Hey, buddy, Ro.
Big deal.
Kami raman ni Mergin nag-istoryahan, di mo ikaw. Taka ka ba lang? Kalabot. Kalabot sa mga conversation.
This dude right here, he loves rice with soy sauce on top.
Nah, no moroy. Nah.
He loves the sauce on his rice.
How many days that he's not eating a soy sauce now? Dino, Gino?
Yeah, we had to cut him off, but it don't mean he don't love it. He loves the soy sauce on top of his rice.
Huh?
And that's another good thing, because maybe he can tell the difference. Maybe he sits down and doesn't like the cheap rice.
No,
he's
he
used to
can
dinner
tell.
out.
He can tell without the soy sauce.
So all he's concerned with is getting the soy sauce. He don't care if it's jasmine, dinerado, or NFA. So there you go, folks. That's what we're talking about. People ask a lot of times, you know, how much rice do y'all use? I don't know. I think it's a kilo a day. Maybe less, but
that's already all day. 1 kilo all day na yan. That's all day.
That's one day.
Yeah.
A little less, but you get grandma here. That's another adult. And then you know, you have the breakfast girl. She's here every day. During the school years, if you're here every day, of course she's gonna eat. Well, that's another adult feeding another adult. So we're really not the people to ask about budgeting. We're not the people to ask, because we got a lot of folks coming and going. A lot of it is because of the show. A lot of cooking because of the show. We give a lot of shit away, so we're really not the best people to ask. Hey, how much is your food budget? Don't ask us that, because it's not going to help you plan your retirement. We're in a different situation. Sort of same with the electric bill. You know. Matter of fact, we got our 2 electric bills today. You want to talk about that too? Go grab those electric bills and let's talk about the differences. Okay. Here in this house, we have 2 window units. We have a ref. Got a big screen TV. I'm running lights, computers, charging all these gadgets all the time. So we use a lot of electricity here. 8,992. 8,992 pesos here. Okay.
The 2 aircon, 1 ref.
Yep, 2 air cons,
Rice
a ref.
cooker.
Oh yeah, the rice cooker, that big.
Unsa na?
Big drink.
Mostly the washing machine.
That damn washing machine.
TV.
Non-stop.
Mostly the TV always on.
I never thought about that washing machine, but since we got it, that thing runs non-stop. That's an electricity hog. It's got to go. Just go
Non-stop,
back.
that's only in the morning ay.
Just go back to washing the clothes.
Sabaray, ikaw.
You're the one who washed the clothes.
Okay. Now, when we were at the $28 beach condo, all we did was cook with that electric pot. We didn't have a ref, aircon, TV, nothing. Only electricity we used was like a light bulb, and we cooked a little bit with that electric wok. Our electric bill was like $7 a month.
How much is that?
About 350, 400 pesos back then.
So
Like
before
350.
I give the grandma 200.
So the light bill next door, where we've just been using the lights, when they go over there and cook, they're using gas. So the only thing that's been used over there is the lights and the fan when we're eating, right?
Yeah, that's right. And charge the radio.
The light bill over there was 155 pesos. It's like $3. $3, right? No, we're not staying over there. We're just using it sort of as a chow hall. $3 damn. How does this happen?
I don't know.
When I think in the West, you know, you have probably 70, 80 bucks worth of charges, whether you use electricity or not. Anyhow, electric bill over there, about $3 over here. It's way on up there. It's nothing to brag about. We got rid of, we've talked about this before, get rid of the rice cooker, get rid of the washing machine, because they can cook rice with the gas. The gas is the way to cook with here. The air cons, now that it's cooled off, like we're only running one air con today. Before we ran 2 non-stop and the place was still hot, still a sauna. The weather has cooled down, luckily. So that's our talk, folks. It's a rambling talk. But I think what we'll do is take the action cam when we go to the market, and I'll just show you what rice the ladies pick out for this next month. I'm not gonna have any input. I'll just let them pick it out, buy a big sack, and just do the test. See if anybody complains that, hey, you know, they come over here, what the hell is this? Y'all usually have the Dinorado or the Jasmine, and now you've got the cheap rice. You cheap could pot, you know. We'll see. I want to see if anybody even notices. I don't think they'll even notice. And if they don't, then what I'll do is just stock up on the 50 pesos per kilo, you know, have plenty of that on stock, and then go buy some of the Jasmine just for special occasions, special dishes, anything that has to be extra delicious, then we go to the Jasmine. But for everyday life, people coming over here picking out just the cheap stuff. Destroying the audio. I'm guilty of it too, folks. The biggest challenge to making shows is not the video, it's the audio. Right now, y'all can't tell if I'm filming on a camcorder or a Sony FX3. And you don't care. Nobody cares. It's all about the audio. It's what people will annoy people or be soothing to people's ears. It's about the audio.
We go walk now, they have many guava in there now.
Hey, we're trying to talk about the price of rice. And the last walk we went on, she spotted some guavas hanging on the trees over there. So they're excited about going and borrowing guavas.
Maria, di ba Maria? The guava is already okay na.
And folks, if you're not familiar, these ladies, everywhere they go, they're looking in trees. They're looking in trees for any type of free fruit that they can harvest. And when we go on the walk over there through that cow pasture, they raid them guava trees. I mean, like a starving pack of hungry wolves eating the last pieces of meat off of the moose. Ladies, you're putting your hands in front of your mouth, okay? Now put your hands down, because I'm going to tell you what it does. Listen. Not that they understand, but you see those little boxes around your face? The autofocus is focusing on your face. When you put your hand up in front of your face, it'll lose autofocus. And then it's hunting for somebody else.
No, it's focusing on.
Now put them back up like it was.
It means that back is
Look,
loyal to me.
That's loyal. 6-1. Look, oh. Oh.
I guess I shouldn't have told them about those little boxes, because now they'll do nothing but sit there and stare at the boxes and try to make the boxes go away.
Jen, ano to dyan? Mag-agi-agi ta dito dyan ba? Nabi to sila plok-plok dito.
May yung tagpapas dyan ako.
May papas dito.
So we just did this video how Flo's place over there got flooded out. And somebody said, hey, do a GoFundMe page for them. And folks, that's awesome that somebody would bring that up, right? But it's not a situation where they, they were totally devastated, okay? Yes, they got flooded, and yes, that water will be over there for a while, apparently.
I'm asking Jen ba?
But the man lost 6 fighting roosters, and we're not doing a GoFundMe page to replace his fighting roosters. My God, they get banned from YouTube and GoFundMe. And she lost her vegetable garden. So it's not like they need $50,000 to rebuild. Okay, the garden got washed away, and he lost some roosters. They were able to save the goats, so the goat's okay. So anyhow, thank y'all very much for saying, hey, you know, do a GoFundMe page. But they weren't devastated. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna replace his chickens. When we go to the market and they got the little baby chicks, I'm gonna buy them 6 little baby chicks and bring over there and give to John to replace his exhibition chickens. And we'll get him a big old bag of vegetables to replace what she would have harvested out of that little garden, which ain't much. I don't think Flo's a big farmer. What she likes to do is come over here and steal out of my garden. Baby, how many times have I caught that girl rooting through the garden, harvesting our fruit?
Mama said,
our
nah,
vegetable?
that's not your garden, that's Mama's garden.
Well, it's on my property.
That's Cookie's property.
Anyhow, so thanks everybody, but they didn't sustain that much monetary loss. They lost a garden and some damn roosters. Some of them roosters are 3 years old and had 3 exhibitions under their belt. They were due to hit the pot anyhow. Matter of fact, today Fatima got sick and she was in there hacking and I thought she was about to puke her head off, and she just couldn't stop. I said, hey, that's what you get for eating that double
No
dead
gani,
drowned
don't
rooster.
believe him. No gani, because I'm eating a bread and the sugar, they're going to quick in my my throat. Then my cough is going out. That's why they're together. They bang each other. Then that's why I can.
That's what we call true love.
So you were eating
Oh.
some type of pastry and the sugar went up your snout. She's blaming it on the sugary pastry,
Yeah, that's true.
but she did eat that double dead drowned
Oi, I
rooster.
ate yesterday a double dead. Why did not?
It's a 3-year-old fighter. No, I can't say that. A 3-year-old exhibition chicken. So I said, ladies, look, let's barbecue that double dead rooster just to see how it comes out. They said, no, that's for grandma. I said, well, grandma can come eat it, but we're gonna barbecue it just to see how it looks on the grill. Cause this is a gamey look. It's ugly. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's an ugly piece of meat. Alright folks, thanks for joining us in this rambling ass talk. I don't know if I'll just post this video as is, and then the next one you can see us going to the market, or if I'll add the footage. Just depends on how the cookie crumbles. So if it's not on here, check the next video when the ladies go over there and do their little, they smell it, they look at it, they do this, you know, it's like wine tasting, you know, and then they make their choice. When I don't think it matters. My theory is, if I don't buy the jasmine, just get the cheapest, the 1 grade above NFA, and everybody will be happy. Nobody will complain. The only time they complain, if they ain't got no rice, that's when they be complaining.
Yes. Imagine, she want the corn like corn rice.
Tell us about the corn rice. What is corn rice?
It's a corn.
Corn rice is a corn.
Corn rice is a corn.
Yeah.
How do you make it? Same way you make regular rice?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. It's not the same because the one that we always eat, we just put that in the rice cooker. Put a water. Show my face. Oi, I want to look my face. What my reaction? Okay, let's go. Started. Starting with Eugene.
I'm the fire. This is the fire.
This is the fire. This is the fire. Okay, this is the fire. And in the pot, inside of the pot, they have a water. This is how you cook the corn rice, okay?
The fire is do like this. Ooh.
You put the fire, you put that in there. You have a water in the pot, and the fire's starting to working to boil the water.
If
When the water is boiling, that's the time that we pour the corn rice.
then
It's enough for the how many water you put, okay? Then when you put that together with the water, when you put the rice together with the water, you need to mix until what you want. Then
until what you want.
you leave that in their cover and put the fire low then until the rice
is
cook.
cooked.
That's how you cook the corn
Then,
rice.
Go get a plate.
Sometimes they have a corn that did not cook. You can put, this is the lid, you can put a salt in there.
But guys, if you want to eat corn
And
rice, go choose the small one. The 16, they have 12, 14, 16. You need to choose the 16 because the 16 is the small one. Then 12 is the bigger one. Oh my god, if you want to eat the 12, oh my god.
But if you choose the 16, that's
Oh my
small
God.
and so
That's delicious.
oh, then especially when you cook, when you eat beside the when you eat together with the adobo or
the soup,
like that, or
vegetables. Oh my god, that's delicious.
but I just eat a little bit of the. I'm not fan of the corn rice.
If you want to eat corn rice, don't eat the 12
12
or
is so big.
14 because that's oh my god, that's big.
Yeah. Thank you for
Thank you
watching
for
the
watching. Bye-bye.
instruction. Thank you and subscribe. Watch out.
Love, peace.
Okay. Gina, umana may tutorial.